Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Leno56 and welcome back to some more Farming Simulator 25. So, let's see here. In the last episode... Oh, that's right. That's what I was doing. Let's see here. He was... Yeah, we were having him fertilize everything. And then we were in the process of harvesting this field right here, which is what we were doing. Which we are going to continue harvesting this field. So in the previous episode, we were looking at the weather and noticed that there's a tornado on the horizon, and it is still there. So we are going to see how this is going to go. I've never actually experienced a tornado in this game, so this is going to be kind of fun. I'm excited. But we're going to continue to mow this field until the tornado arrives, and I still have that bale there that I need to take care of. I keep forgetting that bale exists. Yeah, so I did the headlands already, so I just need to do the middle of the field. And then we'll come in with our windrower and our baler. I think the only thing I wish that this MacDon had was a bigger header, which would justify it a little bit more. Because it's not as fast as the mowers, it's not as wide as the mowers that you can place on the tractors. I just like the fact that it's all one unit. So I wonder if we will actually see like an actual tornado or what. I'm kind of excited. Wonder what time I'm supposed to hit. 3 o'clock. And we're at 11 o'clock right now, so we have a few more hours before the tornado is going to hit us. Hopefully it'll give me enough time to actually harvest this field. Gosh dang it. I'm going to try it like this. I could have a hired worker work this field while I do something else. What I'll probably end up doing though, because I think our other grass field is ready to harvest as well. It is. So once I'm done with this field, I'll have our hired worker windrow this field while I mow our other field. Alright, and then we'll just keep mowing at least until the... I'm anxious to see what that tornado does. Like I said, I've never experienced it before. Let's see, do we have anything good for sale in the shop? Oh, wow. I can't remember, did I pay full price for this? I don't think I did. I think I got it when it was on sale. But I can't remember for sure. But we do have about $218,000 that I can spend. So we have $218,000 to spend. That gives us a lot of choices with what I can buy. Part of me wants to buy a new harvester at some point too. Granted, the next one I would probably want would be one of these guys. It'd be better to wait until those were on sale before I spend close to $1 million on one. You know what I could do is I do want to get, oh no, not the forage harvester. I'm thinking of this mower. Let's see, where's that mower at? I'll have to look. Alright, so I'm thinking of, where is it? I'm thinking of this thing. This would be fun to get. Granted, it's 468,000, but that would make mowing go a heck of a lot faster too. Yeah, we're actually making good time here. Or what I could possibly do is buy another field. I'd probably have to buy one of these fields here. Could buy this one next. Granted, I think what I would want to do, because if I buy another field, I'm not going to have enough time in the day to actually do everything. So I would need a bigger harvester, another bigger tractor, so I could actually have multiple hired workers going at one time. Alright, so we have one more row over here, and then we're almost done with this side. I need to start playing first person more. Like, I like looking at all the vehicles, but it feels a lot more immersive being in first person view. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do everything. So I'm thinking if I can invest in a couple more bigger tractors like the one I have, a better harvester, then that'll allow me to expand our fields a little bit more. Then I can kind of, for the most part, automate everything using hired help. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of field left. Let's see, and the storm is set to hit a little sooner at 2 o'clock, so we have about 1 hour, which is kind of concerning. I forget that I can actually rotate the cabin around. Let's see, it is left shift and B in order to do that. I think the only thing I don't really care for in the cab view is it looks like I'm sitting like in the back of the chair or something. Alright, so let's try something. I like how this can change directions, but it does look kind of funny having the grass like shoot with the direction I'm driving. It's not a bad way to do it, really. I keep forgetting that's actually a thing. Alright. It's starting to get kind of dark outside. We have about a half hour before the storm hits, so... this is going to be interesting. It might not even be where we're at either. Granted, with my luck, it'll go right through our freaking fields. Alright, only one or two more rows left, and then we'll be done mowing this field. And then we're going to head home. I'm going to hook up our windrower to the John Deere tractor, and then have a worker actually windrow this field for us. Okay, it's raining. Well, I'm not seeing anything yet. That doesn't really mean anything either. guess what I could do... I'm gonna park him right here. Yeah, I still don't see the tornado. It says that there's one here, or maybe it's just severe wind, or I don't know. Alright, let's do this. So I want you to create a job. We want field work. Start job. And then we're going to head over to our other grass field. Like, I can hear thunder and stuff, but I'm not seeing anything else. Yes, one thing I can try to do is let's do this. Oh, there it is. It's just chilling in the river. Oh, that's cool. I kind of want to see that firsthand. This is probably not the ideal vehicle to be driving around with, but for our first tornado, I'm gonna make the exception. I was hoping it'd be a little bit closer, but... Up, I can see it in the distance. Maybe. There it is. Ooh! There's the tornado. I'm not at... Well, I wonder what happens if I actually drive into it. Wow, that is loud. Okay, that's pretty sweet. That is pretty cool. It does destroy the crop a little bit too, doesn't it? I'm really glad that didn't go through all my crops. That would have been terrible. That's pretty cool. That's pretty sweet, not gonna lie. It feels so much farther away when I'm in first person. Alrighty, well, that was fun. Let's go and actually work on our fields now, but that's pretty cool. That was worth it. It's funny because I wasn't really sure what I was expecting. Like, I've never seen the tornado in this game before, so I wasn't sure if it was just going to be like... I'm not sure what I was expecting, but that was better than what I was expecting, I think. But yeah, so let's continue. So let's go and mow this grass field over here. Our hired worker should be windrowing this field for us. Alright, we're clear. And thankfully, this field's right over here, so... And this one shouldn't take us too terribly long to actually mow it. Once we mow this field, we're going to head back and grab our baler, so then I can actually bale the grass, and then we just need to wrap it. I'm hoping I can get all that done by today, but I kind of spent a little bit of extra time staring at the tornado. I got a pretty good screenshot of it, though, so... Alrighty, so here we are. Yeah, this field shouldn't take us too long. And then I'm kind of getting it antsy to start a new playthrough on a different farm as well. I think the next time I start a new farm, I'm going to have a goal that I need to work towards. I think I know how I want to do it, but I'm kind of working on it a little bit more. So I can't remember if it's one or two or three headlands. Well, that's not helpful. Let's see. Still nothing for sale. I feel like if I can get a couple more New Holland tractors, like the ones I have, that'll make kind of automating our fields quite a bit easier. But I would need multiple seeders and cultivators and multiple pieces of equipment to actually automate everything, which I kind of have an idea on how I would do it. You'd have to have basically one tractor for every implement you have. What I would have to do is I'd have to turn fuel consumption and everything on. Well, not necessarily. I could just get a big old fuel truck and drive around while we hire out everyone to work our field. I can go around and keep everything refuel and reseeded and restocked with everything. So maybe I'll try that kind of a playthrough. It'll be more like a farm manager. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so it looks like we have 3 headlands, and then we'll go up and down the field. Let's see, is he done yet? Nope, he's not done. He's probably 75% of the way done. He'll be done here pretty quick, and then I'll have him work this field while I go and bale that one over there. And then I'm hoping I can get the field or all the bales wrapped today, but it's already 5:30, so let's see. I wonder where that tornado's at. As long as it's not over here. Alright, so we're on the last headland, and then we'll go up and down the field. I can turn our beacons off while I'm actually in the field. But yeah, I feel like if I can get multiple tractors and stuff going, I basically would have to have one implement just stay on each tractor, and then just automate everything. The downside to that is, well, it's not really a downside, but I'd have to have like a shed for each section of field to place all the tractors. Maybe I'll try that in a new playthrough. The only downside to that is I can't really automate the baling process. Like, I can automate cultivating, seeding, planting, fertilizing. I cannot automate baling. I can automate windrowing. Alright, so this is the last headland. Alright, so this should go fairly quick. I wonder how close he is to being done. It's hard to tell because I can't see any of his windrows. I guess I could go into construction mode. Alright, and it looks like the tornado's over. So, our first ever tornado. That was fun. Alright, we only have one row left. Well, actually we have a couple rows. Alright, and the sun is setting. He should be done windrowing that field here pretty quick. Hey, good morning. Alright, so we'll go down this row, up the other row, and then we will be done mowing these fields. There we go. Makes it a little bit easier to see. What do you mean, you can't hear me? Alright, and we are done mowing. So, turn our beacons on, let's head home. Yeah, I don't actually need all of our lights on. I kind of need that light on though. Alright, and here we are. So we are going to park this. And it's going to park it right over here. Hey, our worker is done windrowing that field over there. Alright, we're going to lower this. Turn this off, and then we're going to have him create job field work right over here. Start. Alright, so let's hook up our baler. I guess what I could do is, I suppose I could sleep for the night, and I can bail and wrap everything tomorrow. Well, let's see how our cows are doing. Reproduction is good. They need water. They need food as well. All right, we're gonna bale this field over here. Once he's done wrapping that field, we're gonna have him come home, and then I'll feed our cows. Yeah, I can check you out. All right, let's go down here. I wish it wasn't raining out, but oh well. Alright, and here we are. So I can turn our beacons off. Let's see, the windrow is... I believe it's 7.6 if I remember correctly. Oh, I have to unfold it first. There we go. Wow, gosh dang it. I didn't actually have it lowered, so I wasn't picking up any of the grass. There we go. Now we're doing it. Turn on all of our lights so we can see properly. And then, yeah, once he's done windrowing that field over there, what I'll probably do is sleep for the night, and then we'll continue doing all of this tomorrow. The only downside to this baler that I've seen, it doesn't actually use the bale twine. So this is kind of like an infinite baler, which is... I have mixed feelings about it. Alright, and here we go. So 2 headlands, and then we'll go up and down the field. Baling typically doesn't take too long, especially since I switched from round bales to the square balers. Because I don't have to actually stop to unload the bale, I can just keep going indefinitely. Alright. I think they fixed this field. Yeah, there's no break anymore over here, because in my previous videos, like, there's always a break right around here where I have to, like, readjust to the GPS, but I'm pretty sure they fixed that. Alright, there's our first bale. Alright, so now let's go down this side. One thing I could invest in is a bigger windrower too. That would make windrowing go a little bit faster. It would also make the baling process go quicker too, because the windrows would be a little bit bigger. Let's see, how much is a bigger windrower? Windrower. This is the one we currently have. Let's see, this one's 8.4. This is the one I'd probably want. It's 14 meters. Well, so far so good. Alright, we have a couple of bales. I think they're... Wait a minute. Oh, there's a break right here. Well, if there's not one on that side, there's one on this side. Gosh dang it. Oh well. Alright, we need to remember I still have that bale there that I need to grab at some point. Granted, I've been saying that ever since I think we first started baling. I think that bale right there was when I tried out the baler that actually bales and wraps in one go. Which I decided not to use because the bales were just way too small. Uh-oh. Well, I can't really automate this, so I'm just gonna have to eyeball all this, which is gonna be kind of frustrating, but oh well, I suppose. This does seem a little bit different than the typical windrows that we do. Because it's going this direction. Interesting. And it is finally not raining. Perfect. Speaking of, did they ever finish? Nope, he's still working on this field, okay. I guess what I could do is I can finish baling this field and then we can bale the other field tomorrow. Yeah, I feel like a bigger windrower would be better. That is loud. Yeah, I feel like a bigger windrower would not be a bad thing. Because it will make this process go a heck of a lot faster. Granted, the one I would want is $90,000, so I feel like it'd be probably smarter to wait for it to go on sale. Alright, so he has completed windrowing our secondary grass field. Which means I should be able to send him home. Let's see, set destination. I would say just go right here. And then, yeah, we're almost done with this field. Just a few more rows left. But yeah, if I could get multiple tractors like this one, then I could start automating all of our fields and just use the hired workers for everything. It would make field work go a lot faster, and it would make it look like we're actually, well, it would make it look like other people are farming besides just us. That's one thing I wish the farming simulator would do is, like the AI fields, where there's other farmers actually working those fields, but actually see like the equipment and the tractors and everything on the fields. I think that'd be cool. Alright, after this we have one more row and then we'll be done baling. At least baling this field. In the morning we'll bale our other grass field and then we'll wrap everything. Well, we got quite a few bales out of this. Alright, let's head home. Yeah, the fact that this baler isn't using twine is kind of upsetting. And then since you're done baling, or not baling, but since you're done windrowing, we're going to put you back, and then I'm going to feed our cows really quick. Because I don't want them to lose productivity. And then I'll also have to fill our cows with some water too. There we go. Alright, so we'll hop in this tractor. We'll head to the farmhouse. We'll sleep. And then we'll continue baling tomorrow. And it's so late that even Grandpa went to bed. We're going to do 6 o'clock. Alright, perfect. So let's see here. Alright, cows have food, they still have some water, so they're good for now. Let's go and bale our other grass field. I also need to sell all of our flour too. So I think that's what I might do. I might invest in a bigger windrower. Alright, so then what I'm going to do here is we're going to back it up. And we're going to do this. There we go. That was perfect. And then same over here as well. It's too bad you can't automate baling and wrapping too. That'd be really fun. Alright, so we have one bale in this field so far. We should get a few bales here. I think I'll get two full loads on the bale loader plus a couple extra. The only downside to the big windrower is I'm probably going to have to replace her John Deere tractor now that I think about it. Because, yeah, that's going to require a lot bigger of a tractor. Let's see here. Oh, only 120 horsepower. That's not terrible. I can't remember what that John Deere is rated for horsepower. So I technically have 2 more rows after this. Because I'm going to go up this row and then down and hit that little section that I missed over there. And then I need to do another round of fertilizer on our fields, I believe. I'll have to double check, but while I'm wrapping our bales, I can have our John Deere fertilize our fields for us. Here, let's see. Let's double check. Yeah, they both need more to be fertilized one more time. Well, actually, that's our grass fields. No, our normal crop fields are good to go. These fields can be fertilized one more time. One, two, three, four. Yeah, so we got 4 bales out of this field. I'm kind of wondering if rain doesn't reduce the yield of grass as well. Alright, we're going to grab this little section right here, and then we'll be done. Perfect. Alright, let's head home. I think these fields are barley. I can't remember what I planted. Alright, let's grab our wrapper, which is going to be right over here. And then I'm going to fill it with the remaining wrap that we have. I'll have to buy some more wrap, but that's okay. Yeah, we have 4 out of 12. Alright, and I'm gonna have to buy some more wrap. What I'll probably end up doing is getting a trailer and then having it, it'll be like a utility trailer, so it'll hold our wrap, our twine, everything that we actually need for, probably more for just baling, because I have I have silos for seeds and fertilizer. Yeah, this shouldn't take too long to wrap these bales. Alright, we only have 3 more after this one. Looks like I missed a little section of grass, but I can pick that up later. I need to see if there's anything new for sale as well. Let's see while we're waiting. Ooh, so we do have a couple of tractors. We have this John Deere. We have a Massey Ferguson. I'm very tempted to get this tractor right here, because that would allow us to do more with our fields. Huh. Yeah, that would allow me to do a lot more at once. I feel like it'd be smarter to save up for a harvester. Let's see here, because what do we got? I mean, I don't really have any, I really only have one piece of equipment that requires, and it's this thing right here. I think what I would rather do is as much as I want that Massey Ferguson, I think I'd rather get this guy. Because for once it can attach a front loader, but the horsepowers can go up to 300, which would be perfect. Oh, that's tempting. I don't think I'm going to do the Massey Ferguson, though. Alright, so let's head to our other grass field, and we'll wrap those 4 bales that we have over here. Actually, there's 6 bales. This is going to be kind of a weird angle that we're coming in at, but oh well. Yeah, as much as I want that Massey Ferguson, I don't think I'm going to go for it. Alright, we have 2 more bales. Including the one I'm working on right now. Let's see, so what I could do if I want to try to automate everything and use workers for everything, because this tractor is up to 300 horsepower, which can pull most implements. Let's see, 210 horsepower. Cultivators, like even if you go with the biggest cultivator, yeah, maybe not that one. 260 horsepower. I could do these cultivators here. Could do these bigger seeders. So technically, if I could get a fleet of those tractors, they could basically pull anything. Because then that would allow me to get even more fields too. Kind of know how I want to do that. Alright, so everything's wrapped. So let's put our wrapper away, and then might as well go and pick up some of these bales. Granted, I can't sell them quite yet because they haven't fermented into silage. But at least I can start fertilizing our grass fields. Granted, I could fertilize our grass fields either way, because I don't necessarily need to pick the bales up in order to fertilize. Alright, so we have 2 bales on here, so I can pick up 12 more. Which we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I should be able to clear this field. I might be off by 1 bale, but... Yeah, so I think that's gonna be what I do. Is I'm gonna invest in a fleet of tractors, and then I'm gonna have multiple implements so I can do multiple fields at once. I think that's gonna be fun. Nope, my math was right. Alright, this field is clear. And then I need to pick up that bale over there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and fertilize these fields. I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly how I'm going to do this. I'm going to fertilize this field with the John Deere tractor and pick up that bale while I'm over here. That bale's been there for so long. Clear, clear. There we go. So let's jump in our John Deere. Let's see, how's our cows doing? Our cows need water and some more silage, so let's do that before I go and fertilize those fields. I need to make sure our cows are kept up. I need a bigger water tank too. I also need a bigger heart. I need a lot of things. That's probably enough water for now. Alright, let's go fertilize our fields. I need more fertilizer, so we'll go fill this up here really quick. This fertilizer spreader is weighing us down just a little bit. That's another reason why I want to get rid of this tractor too. Granted, we've had this tractor for so long. It's been a good little tractor. Yeah, I did miss a few spots of grass, but that's okay. Alright, so let's do this. I don't know why I thought I had to pick the bales up before... Gosh dang it. Yeah, having this fertilizer spreader on this tractor definitely messes it up because it's almost too heavy for this tractor. Yeah, I missed a section right there. Wait, or did I? I can't tell. No, it says it's fertilized. That's interesting. Yeah, it says that whole area is fertilized. Well, Yeah, this tractor's almost not powerful enough to handle this fertilizer. Alright, perfect. And then I'm going to go up the middle, grab that bale right there, drop the bale off at our cows, and then we'll go and fertilize our other field. I think if I just go right down the middle right here, maybe over a little bit. I missed a little section, gosh dang it. Oh well, that's okay. I'll grab that, come back around, hit that, and then we'll be good to go. Oh, thank you for the follow. Alright, so let's go and grab this bale, which will actually probably help our weight situation. Okay. So let's do... Alright. Well, actually, this bale is helping our weight a little bit, so that's good. Alright, let's see here. So if I go just over slightly, and start fertilizing. Oh, I see it. And we should be good. Yep. Alright, this field's fertilized, so let's go drop this bale off at our cows. Clear, clear. And then, yeah, we probably have a bunch of flowering canola oil to sell too. I totally stopped right there. So then with this field, I'm going to have to maneuver around the bales, but that's fine. I haven't fertilized this field in I don't know how long. And look at that, it's right in, those bales are right in the way. Actually, we should be fine, because I can stop a little short of the bale. There, I can do this. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. That worked perfectly, and I didn't hit a single bale. Nice. Alright, let's head home. So now that should help with the full yield of our grass fields, because I can probably harvest them either tomorrow or the next day. Let's see. We have $217,000. For the remainder of the day, what I could do is sell our flour. Because, yeah, I think what I'm going to start doing is trying to get a fleet of tractors and then having a single implement per tractor. And then I can just have them, I can just program each tractor like what I want. I have, well, actually what I could do is just have a fleet of tractors and just switch them out as I need them for different tasks. What I'll probably have to do is have a fleet of, or just a bunch of sheds everywhere. Because I have like a plow shed, a cultivator shed, and then I can hook up each tractor to each implement as I need it. I'm not sure how I want to do that. Let's see, how's our cows doing? Cows have food. They need more food, but what we're going to do now is we're going to sell our flour. How much do I need for this John Deere tractor? Because it's this guy right here, 239, so I only need a little bit more and then I can buy him. I'm thinking that's what I'll probably end up doing. Yeah, let's go pick up this next load. Oh, apparently we only have a little bit here. Which, oh, there's another one. Kind of on a little crooked, but that's okay. Ah! Spawned right in front of me. Alright, let's go get a couple more loads. I'm gonna see if I can do this in first person. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, let's go grab another stack. Yeah, doing it in first person is kind of fun. It's just a little bit more time consuming. So I'm just going to stick to third person for now. Now we have a lot of flour here. Every time I think that's going to be the last pallet, another one spawns in. Okay, so we are going to make a little bit more room. Probably need to move that tractor, actually. Yeah, let's move this tractor back a little bit. There we go. There we go. It looks like we just have one more pallet. And actually, I do have an idea for this one on what I can do. Because I have a bunch of canola oil here as well. Alright, and then I have one more stack of flour here too. So the canola oil I'm just going to put on this end over here. Now we'll just put the canola oil right here. And then I'm going to double stack this flour, put the flour on the back end, and then we're going to go sell all this. Uh-oh. There we go. Alright, let's just push it in a little bit more and then we will strap it up and then sell it all. Perfect. So, let's strap all this up. Beautiful. don't know why, but it's really fun to stack stuff, and that's actually... That looks really good. Alright. So then we're going to sell all this at the farmer's market, which is the little... Or not the farmer's market, but the farmer's kiosk, which is literally right next to me. Let's see here. So where's flour at? Right here. So the best time to sell is actually December. Maybe what we'll do is we'll sell it at the bakery. I'm not going to make quite as much money, but no, we'll just sell it at the farmer's kiosk. I'm not worried about it. Technically, the best time to sell all this is in December, but I don't think I ever got around to it, so I'm not going to worry about it. But after this, it should allow me to buy the New Holland tractor that I want. I wish it was on sale, but that's okay. And $253,000. So I have enough for the New Holland tractor, which was what we're gonna buy right now. So even not making the full amount for the flour, I still made quite a bit of money off of it, which is nice. Alright, so we are going to sell this guy right here. He's been a good tractor. I need to unpin the bakery too. But yeah, it's time. It's time to let this guy go. And then I have about 15 minutes of the stream left. So we're going to sell this, and then I'll probably end up sleeping, and then tomorrow we'll sell all of our silage. And then let's see. I think we have barley. Can't remember what we planted. Crop type. No, we have canola. Which mean that canola will be in August. Alright, and here we are. While I'm over here, we're gonna do this. There we go. And oh, 10,000 for it. That's not bad. Oops. Alright, we're gonna sprint over here. Axles Tractor Center, equipment and rentals. Yep, it's just this for sale. Granted, the reason I don't really want to go for this tractor is because it doesn't have a front loader on it. But yeah, because it's typically $259. This is the one we currently have. Yeah, this one can have a front loader. Gosh dang it. Because if I go with this tractor, I would need something else, like one of these guys. Which I suppose I could do one of these. I don't know if I would go for that one. I don't know if I'd go for either of those, actually. Could do a telehandler. No, we'll just go with the New Holland, because having a front loader is going to be really useful. 270, which I don't have enough money for that, so front loader attachment, yes, we want that, so everything else looks good, actually. Having the narrow tires might be a little bit better. Well, I can always buy the narrow tires too. I could do wheel weights to start. We'll just do standard for right now, except for the front loader. Yeah, we'll do this. And buy. Here we go. Here's our new tractor. Oh, this thing's cool. This replaced our John Deere. See, I feel like I'm positioned better in this tractor than the other one. Alright, so let's go grab our front loader attachment over here, and then we'll head home. And then I can also use this tractor to haul around our baling stuff as well. Yeah, we got a new tractor, so this is exciting. And then, so I think what my plan is if I can get a fleet of these tractors plus the other New Holland I have, I can just, it'll allow me to use just a bunch of hired workers and just be able to expand our farm quite a bit, which I'm really excited for. Well, that was the last piece. Well, actually, no, we still have one last piece of original equipment, and that would be our harvester in that barn over there. Alright, so let's sleep for the night, and then I'm gonna call the episode here in about 5 minutes. Alright, so we're down to $22,000. Let's see if our bales are ready to sell. I'm so happy we got that tractor. Yep, this is all... Actually, this is still fermenting. So it's not done quite yet. Okay. Well, in the meantime, let's take care of our cows and our new tractor that we have, while we wait for that to ferment. Actually, let's see here. These are ready to harvest again, these two fields. So I suppose what I could do, because those fields are ready to harvest again, I could have him start mowing that grass field over there. Because by the time he gets to this other grass field, those bales will be gone. Alright, so we'll position him right there, and then we will have him drive. Great job, field work. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I need a bigger water tank. Let's see. Where did I get this? Yeah, this is the one I currently have. $8,000. This would be a good one to get. I don't have enough. Well, actually, would I have enough money if I sold the one we currently have? 29. It'd be close. 29, 25. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to sell it just yet. And I can actually get rid of that front loader, that pallet attachment over there too. It's been sitting there for I don't know how long. Let's see. Let's fill up this and do another load of water. Alright, there's plenty of water. I do need to put more silage in there. Yeah, it's nice being able to move things around without the fear of tipping all the time. Alright, perfect. So cows have water, cows have food. So we should be good to go. What I'll probably do for the remainder, well actually the episode, I'll probably call it here. What I'm going to do in the next episode is continue mowing and working on our grass fields, at least until our silage bales are ready to sell, and then I'll sell those. But yeah, if I can just keep doing that, we'll have more money in no time, and then I can actually, I think my next goal is to buy a new harvester. So I'm going to take this down to this field over here, and then we'll windrow while he's mowing, but we'll do that in the next episode. But I'm just going to get it in position so we can just go right into it. And here we are. But yeah. So we saw our first tornado, so that was really exciting. It didn't hit our farm, which is good, but we did drive up to it so we could take a proper look at it. But yeah, in the next episode, we're going to continue working on our grass fields. We are going to sell our silage bales and then hopefully make enough money where I can eventually get a nice harvester. And then that is the last piece of old equipment that we have. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you all later.